So you gonna break up with me because of my son?
I was trying to teach him right from wrong.
With all my money motivated stars, man. Now, as y'all can see from that clip, what's going on, you know what I mean? Because I found like 30-second clips, but I take out and I crop out the part that y'all be able to get the gist of what's going on in the video. But it was a longer video of a female recording. And you never know what videos are fake these days, man. Because there's a lot of people just acting about real situations, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really get this social media era because a lot of stuff that goes on, you think it's real, but it's fake, you know what I mean? I feel like you should say it's a pilot before you do it. Not saying that this video was a pilot, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of that going on. But whether it's real or fake, situation like that goes on, you know what I mean? Because I'm finna talk about it. I done had experiences like that, you know what I mean? So if this video is real, because a lot of people like to get views and stuff, if this video is real, she shouldn't have no problem with somebody trying to leave her because her child is bad, you know what I mean? Because I know I'm just gonna play both sides, you know what I mean? Because a lot of female probably would say, well, he's not strong enough for men. He can't tame a child. He can't control a child. First of all, if the mother, the biological mother, cannot tame the child, what makes you think that the child is gonna listen to me? I'm not finna, they probably say, you a man. You don't go into no relationship trying to strong arm no child, you know what I mean? The child, you should come in a relationship when the child has discipline. Yes, a child needs the mother and the father, but a mother has to install certain values until that stepfather gets there, until the biological father act right. You know what I mean? Because I done had those situations. I didn't date it. I only had one time where I dated a female who had children, and she only had one child. But this is why I can speak on topics like this. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, this child is not gonna appreciate the stepfather unless the stepfather has been there since birth, or the stepfather has putting up with stuff like that, and the child has gotten older to develop a brain, to develop the cognitive function of, damn, he was trying to see me do right. He wasn't mean. You know what I'm saying? So if you dealing with a child that's like 5 years old, all the way up to like 12, 13, and their mother hasn't gave them the proper programming, the proper etiquette to behave, they're not gonna respect you. You know what I mean? Because even when you try to discipline a child, because I didn't like some women will let you discipline their children, but it's like this. When the biological parents whoop the child, it's way different from when a step parent whoops the child. That child will still love their biological parents because they know this their biological parents. You know what I mean? When you are a stepfather or a stepmother, every time you whoop their ass, they're gonna resent you every time you give them a whooping. You know what I mean? Because they like, who is this new person that's just being introduced in my life? Well, it's 2 or 3, 4 years. They still gonna look at you like, who is this new person coming out of nowhere disciplining me? You know what I mean? Whooping me. Like I said, I done had that experience go on. You know what I mean? And I done had experiences where, yes, I did stop talking to the female because her child was bad. Sometimes on the first, you know what I'm saying, the first couple encounters, I had one female, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna keep it, you know what I'm saying, no names, none of that. I had one female, we was talking, we was in the car, her son just started hitting me. I think he was like 3, you know what I mean? And she was like, yeah, hit him. I was like, nah, don't tell him to hit me. You know what I mean? Like, discipline your child, tell that man to sit back and tell him he don't know me like that. You know what I mean? Like, when that's a slow train right there. You supposed to slowly move into stuff like that. You know what I mean? Now, I didn't say hit. You don't supposed to ever move into hitting, but you supposed to slowly move into a child's life. You know what I mean? That's why you shouldn't bring your child around on the first date, or, you know what I mean, even the first month. You gotta see if you really like the dude. You know what I mean? And see if your child, and then once you like the dude, see how your child gravitate towards the dude. Because you may like him, but your child may not like him. But then again, like you see in that video, some children will misbehave to run the step parent off. You know what I mean? Because they so used to their mother, or they so used to their father. So it's a lot to deal with, fellas, when it comes to that. It's a lot to deal with, ladies, when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Be very sure that that's a situation you want to get into, because it really will cause extra stress on the person. You know what I mean? You can't tell nobody how to deal with their life, or why you breaking over me? Yes, because you have to discipline your children. Like in my earlier years when I was staying with my father, they used to come up to my father and like, damn, your kids so disciplined, because we'd sit on the, he'll go hoop, and we'll be in the gym with him, we'll go sit on the bench, and we just sitting there talking, you know what I mean? We're not even moving and doing what like normal kids do, you know what I mean? We just, you know what I'm saying, respecting our father, because that's what he installed in us. Or other days, one of his friends will take us in the room, and he'll have like some board games we can play, so we won't be so bored, because my dad used to hoop for hours. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that has to be installed in you, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with a bad child. I done had another female. I was sitting on her couch, and her daughter jumped off the couch and jumped on me. I was like, what the hell? I was like, and she was like, she's just a child. She's gonna. I said, no, she's like, she need to tell her that's not cool, you know what I mean? If it like, then you got perverts out here, you know what I mean? You never know what type of dude you bringing around your child, you know what I mean? You got to get to know a person, you know what I mean? Not saying that I'm on it frequency, I'm not, but I'm saying like, you never know, you know what I mean? It's women out here who are, you know what I'm saying, fond of little boys, you know what I mean? Then another thing, like I said, the children is really never gonna see what you trying to do for them, you know what I mean? Because like once I went through my spiritual awakening and all that, I started eating healthy, so that brushed off on my ex. So when she started eating healthy, I was like, no, you can't have your child eating unhealthy, and we eating healthy over here. So I tried to bring that in there, you know what I mean? So the child just really looked at me like I was just a mean guy, because they really could no longer have these, you know what I'm saying, foods that they had before they met me, you know what I mean? I understand, you know, I totally understand why this child would resent me, because we ain't eating pizza no more, you know what I mean? If we eat some stuff, it's vegan, you know what I mean? I'm bringing in more healthy stuff, even though the child did like the vegan stuff I made, I prepared. It's still like that programming ain't gonna break like this, especially within the child, you know what I mean? So they still wanted the real pizza. They still wanted the watermelon fruits plus the bad stuff, you know what I'm saying? The junk, the candy, the sugary popcorn, you know what I mean? So like I said, you gotta be cautious stepping into situations like that. Preserve your peace. I don't care if she call you less than a man because you feel like you can't deal with that going on about your life, King. I don't care if the dude say you a weak woman because you can't handle his daughters or his children. You know what I'm saying? Go on about your life. People know what type of levels of stress they want to take on. A lot of stuff like this, stress will really aid you. It will cause you to overeat. It will cause you to do a lot of stuff. Like, just look it up. Stress is the #1 agent besides sugar. You know what I mean? Just the environment you in, you know what I mean? You got to be able to come home to some peace. You don't want to come home like, I got to deal with her child. I got to deal with this, you know what I mean? That's why in my relationship where I did deal with her child wasn't bad, you know what I mean? But I understand why her child didn't, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know what I'm saying, appreciate the stuff I was doing. But that's the only reason I started dating her, because I never dated nobody with kids. But like once I didn't met a female with 3-4 kids, children, I miss them, you know what I mean? Like it's all about the parent, you know what I mean? Because it don't matter how many children a person has, if they well behave, that's more of a turn on. It's gonna make me like you more, because I see where your mindset is, because your children won't behave like that if you didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? So just try to keep that in mind, man. Y'all be blessed on walking in smoke. Y'all hit the like button if y'all like it.